Hi Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I do want to thank you in advance for your love and support by liking this video, leaving me a comment or several down below, and subscribing to the channel and joining this Libran tribe if you haven't done so already. And remember to check out your other placements. You just never know. And I'm being drawn to the star. I feel like you're being reminded in a lot of ways in the second half of the month that you are a freaking star. Now, I got two messages channeled before or correcting me, I received two channeled messages before I pressed record. First and foremost, I got, you blow my mind. You blow my mind. I feel like you are astounding in the eyes of others. You're impressing people left and right, and people just don't even fully get how you do what you do or how you do something so well. Your passions are shining through. That wasn't the other message, but that's coming out for a reason. And then the second one was, wow, you might be a little bit forgetful. Wow, I should have said it before I explained the first one. What was the second one? It'll come back to me. Let's do some shuffling and pull from the Tarot of Dreams. Okay, everything's going to come out how it's meant to, when it's meant to. Everything's going to be achieved when it's meant to. I do sense a level of strategy being implemented to make sure you do things right without certain levels of disturbance. Okay, faith. I sense that you're needing to keep the faith alive when it comes to your money, especially. You won't really need to do much to keep the faith alive when it comes to the products you're producing, the work you're developing. The results of your work will speak for itself and keep you motivated. But when it comes to your money, keep the faith alive. And I do feel like you are helping others through your independence keep the faith alive in their situation. So your helpful nature coming into play. You may also, in the work environment, for select few drawn to this reading, help a coworker or even somebody that works for you keep the hope alive. But I do feel like, or through your business, I do sense that there's certain decisions you have to make in regards to what you do for work, and even certain financial choices being of relevance, right? Needing to be strategic when it comes to how you spend your money, right? How much of it you spend. I do sense that there's an adjusting of one's looks, right? A change to your appearance leaves you feeling quite attractive and popular, okay? But as well, just more confident than you were previous to it, feeling like a refresh of your energy. Puts a little bit of a twist into what you're producing and developing at this time. And I was being drawn to the candles, okay? I heard burning bright, but I do feel like you're burning candles, or one specific one, to benefit your work, or just to work at odd hours, late night, early morning, or just to have a level of simplicity and peace, okay? To wrap one's day up, or however you want to put it. Okay, you may even be pulling an all-nighter for some, even if you don't choose to. But I do feel like you are on a roll. Okay, you're successful. You're shining for all to see. Religion might come into play somehow, even if you're not very religious yourself. At the very least, spirituality coming into play. I do sense that you're being pushed to remember that you're going to love your future, right? The future of your business, the future of your job, or the future of when it comes to an ideal situation for you for work, okay? For some of you, or you're being reminded the expansion of your business is just beyond impressive. You will either open up a store or different locations, or it'll expand online. But for some of you, there's an ideal promotion or position for you that lies ahead in your future, and that feels so good to be reminded of just that. But also, I do sense that there's a perfect living situation that you're being reminded exists for you. Some of you, multiple housing situations, but I do feel, okay, multiple houses for some, but I do feel like there's a dog coming into play in the household, or it could be another animal, as I'm drawn to this dog. I feel like you're shining in the home, wherever you live at this time. And I do feel like people like your energy, even if they don't want to admit it. Even when it comes to the work you're producing and developing, wow, these are all relevant. The Six of Coins coming into play, because I really do feel like people are gifting you, wanting to buy what you have to offer, but also, okay, requesting your services. But I also do feel like there's a level of opportunities that are meant to flow towards you moving forward. You're being reminded of that when it comes to chances to make money, right? Chances to improve your lifestyle, you name it. And I do feel like you're being reminded of the past. I'm getting a Six of Cups vibe. Now, I'm being drawn to the scales, obviously a very Libran imagery, right? And I'm a Leo, Libra, Libra if you're new to the channel, but I do sense that you are feeling like a Libra in the second half of the month, even if you didn't in the first half. Now, your other placements will come into play in one way, shape, or form within your chart, but I do sense that, okay, a Leo placement for some, of course me, but I do feel like your connection to the sun is quite important, as well the moon. And I do feel like you're needing to balance things out for yourself at certain points. Are the areas of your life out of whack, okay, out of balance? And I do feel like you're going to be pushed to recognize that that's going to make you feel better when producing work or up until that point, or when it comes to making the best out of a living situation that doesn't feel perfect, but is much better than one that you dealt with in the past. Outstanding behavior is what I just heard. And I feel like that's you. You're impressing people with your mature way of being, your innate ability to cope, okay? Or just to hold back at times, where the past versions of you or just a younger version of you wouldn't have dealt with it as well, right? And you know that for a fact. Okay, ring on your finger is what I just heard. That's not for everybody. But I do feel like you're needing to remember that you have it going on, okay? And that you're meant to be very successful. And for some of you in the spotlight in other ways that you can't even predict at this point, or isn't meant to be predicted, because you would prep for it in a way that you're not meant to. It's just meant to be a gradual progression up until your ultimate success. All right. The King of Coins for the top of your reading. This is your energy, very much in touch with your masculine side and conveying the messages you're meant to, whether that's to coworkers, to authority figures, or just to people that work for you, or to your audience, potentially to customers and clientele. But I do feel you are a speaker, speaking a lot, getting your voice out there. You can hear how I'm very progressively, or just in general, continuing what feels like an ongoing rant. That's the vibe, but it's successful. You're going to be viewed as a pillar of honesty, light, and success, okay, period. Astrology as well coming into play in one way, shape, or form. I do feel like there's a bit of stress, whether it's due to your spirituality, whether it's due to your living situation or a work situation, or both. I do feel like it's inspiring you to invest a little bit of time and energy into researching or planning for a future switch up, but don't overdo it when it comes to that, because I do feel like it's just going to come to be when it's meant to. I also just feel like there's a level of getting a Five of Wands vibe. There's a level of competition at play, whether it comes to the field you work in or your business lies within, a lot of other people doing what you do, or just certain naysayers. I feel like there's a huge amount of people, or a good amount of people, who believe in you, support you, and see you as a shining, growing star. But then there's obviously some people who are negative Nancy's, or just don't fully get it and don't want to, right? A bit pessimistic, and just potentially stemming from what's going on in their situation, trying to bring you down, or trying to just alter your mood in the wrong direction. And I feel like it's not going to work, but it may make you mull things over for a hot second. But I really do feel like your main vibe is in regards to a new financial investment, or a new switch up in your career. The wheel is turning for you, Libra, and that's just evident as we do have the Five of Wands. But the wheel is turning for you in so many beautiful ways, and I feel like people are just simply impressed as you gain the attention that is meant for you and only you, all right? Beautiful. And it's so interesting that that first message or the second message never ended up coming out. Maybe it did. For Libra, to wrap this up from the Making Magic deck. I feel comfortable around you or watching you. That's also the vibe. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellence, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. We're not going to take it, but that is absolutely relevant. What else do we have for Libra? Dragonfly, you bring light to this world. You absolutely do. So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the rest of the month, and I'll see you next time.